You really need to stop because it's bad for your mental health, Paul.
Well, it'll turn you into Jordan Peterson. All right, so this is him talking to. So him and Kyle Kalinske have a mutual friend who's Joe Rogan, and Kyle Kalinske has a tendency to leave the gloves on when he's dealing with his opponents, and I really don't respect it. And also, I don't respect the fact that he looks like a fucking. That Kyle Kalinske always looks like a fucking car salesman from the night. Doesn't he look like he works at his dad's dealership, like in 1995?
He does look like he's gonna sell me a teal Mustang. Yes.
He looks like he owns a lot of different colognes.
He looks like he can work with me.
But I don't find it the least bit acceptable. And if you think that your compassion is demanding that you extend your pity to the LGBTQ plus community.
Okay, he just said the word community. What I love about Jordan Peterson is that he contradicts himself within 2 minutes. He's just like literally dumb.
Severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh, it's a severe thunderstorm warning.
It's gonna be a thunderstorm, boy.
I wish, dude.
It's gonna be a loud night.
God, I love it when it rains.
Oh, dude, it makes me
moving
so
to the
happy.
desert.
It makes me so fucking happy.
Moving to the desert
rains.
is so fucking depressing.
I'm just like, oh fuck yes, I love that noise. I love the gray sky.
Oh yeah, I love the excuse for it can't go out. It's raining.
It's fucking. I love it.
Now I have to stay at home all day, every day, without any excuse.
I never thought moving here I would be like, one of the things I miss the most from home is the rain. I never thought I'd miss, because it gets to the point, especially when you live like coastal, it's just more an inconvenience than anything, because it like in the spring and shit.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be able to be used to 115 degree weather, but here we are.
I feel like this summer is the first summer where I'm like, I think I am used to it.
You're used to living from 5 feet away from the sun. All right, so he said the LGBTQ community. You heard him. He said it. You heard him. He said community. You can use that drop anytime.
At the cost of sterilizing children.
Oh, okay.
You should think again. You're on the wrong side of this, and not in a trivial way.
I would appreciate if you don't ascribe beliefs to me that I don't have. Remember, my original question was about...
Well, you said earlier in this question that,
I said
you
Elliot Page is an adult, and so do you think that he has the right to transition? That was the original question.
You made some comments after that. Yeah, but as a star and a public figure and a model for emulation, she also has the responsibility not to entice confused adolescents into a catastrophic decision before they have the maturity to make that decision.
I'm glad he said that, because I always hear Joe Rogan go, I'm just a comedian. People shouldn't take medical advice from me. If you do, you're an idiot. But then for some reason he keeps dispensing it. And I wish... I don't know. Whatever, dude. Elliot Page.
Well, what did Elliot Page do anything?
She transitioned to become a dude.
Is he saying that alone is enticing young people? Well, first of all, anybody that is a fan of Elliot Page is at the very least in their mid-20s. There aren't 16-year-olds that are like...
He doesn't care.
Huge Juno fans.
Well, first of all, he lies in this video, and he says that kids are out there getting sex change surgery, which is absolute bullshit. That's illegal. And Kyle knows that, and he didn't correct him. Because fuck you, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle.
I just have to say, Jordan, I think it's a little bit of a moral panic. I just don't see some sort of, frenzy of people
what would you
wanting
consider
to become trans.
First of all, that's a hell of a way to put it. Why don't you take a look at the increases in surgical interventions and see what you think? I mean, how many do you think is too many?
Again,
if we're talking about
I'll answer your question. The argument is it used to be very repressed because that's very outside of the tradition and the norm and the standard, and that now we sort of let the boot off the neck a little bit.
What used to be suppressed?
The entire LGBTQ community. I mean, it was very recently we even got gay marriage in the United States.
First of all, they're not a community.
Well, you understand
What is
the point
this
I'm
community? No, actually, neither I understand it nor you. And
Okay, in Jordan Peterson's defense here, what he said.
Woke moralists. we'll see who cancels who.
That's not that far. That's not that beyond the pale. He says that and we laugh at him, but that's true, dude. Because they are coming for us and they're going to cancel all of us. But here's the thing. When I'm walking into the camps, I'm going to be doing a Jordan Peterson voice. I'll be like, looks like we're getting canceled, guys.
Look at all these dirty rooms.
When they line us up in front of the firing squad, when Clarence Thomas fucking takes assault, or declares martial law, and they line us up, looks like we're getting canceled, guys.
You need to think about getting canceled. Sit down and think about it for 14 days.
Think again, sunshine. I thought we still lived in a democracy. Think again, sunshine. Anyways, but he says that Kyle Kulinski, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know what you're talking about either. To be fair, I say that to people all the fucking time. But, I'm right, usually. And Jordan Peterson is always wrong, except he said Crumb is the greatest documentary ever made. And you have cable. If you have cable at your house.
I don't.
First of all, you don't? No. It's just all internet?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I've never had cable.
If you get cable at your new house, dude, you don't even need the internet anymore. Fuck. Crumb is on Flicks. Tubi's off the chain. Tubi is insane these days. They got all the Matrix movies.
Do you need cable for Tubi? I thought Tubi just came with the internet.
Does it?
I think so.
I think it does both.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I think it is. I think it's an app. I think it says it's an app on there.
Yeah.
But fucking Crumb is so fucking good. Dude.
What's it about?
It's about R. Crumb. It's a documentary about R. Crumb, and they had abusive parents. Or they had an abusive father. And they all became hypersexual, psychopathic, hypersexualized. One of them is essentially a sexual predator who would just publicly grope women and then run. And he lives in a fucking a roach motel, and he lives in a welfare hotel in fucking on Haight Street. And then R. Crumb is R. Crumb, who does the fucking sickest art. And I mean sick in both senses of the word.
Right.
There's the one dude, their reaction. They had a feminist critic on there fucking disputing that this one where they remove this woman's head, and the woman's head looks just like his wife too. That's the crazy thing. Mr. Natural removes her head. Well, he shows up at this guy's house, and this guy had a crush on this woman, and her head's missing. And he's like, well, you can do anything you want to her. And you just put this mannequin's head on top of her shoulders, and then he just starts fucking her. But then he starts feeling guilty, so he sends her back to Mr. Natural. So Mr. Natural sticks his hand, and because she's got a second brain inside of her butt somewhere. That's what and he pulls.
Like a cockroach?
She takes the body, the woman's body, and then shoves the head into the body. And then puts a cork on it.
This is a documentary?
He's a cartoonist.
Oh, okay.
And they cover all of his cartoons.
Okay.
It's some of the most insane fucking art ever.
Art Crumb?
Yeah, dude. That fucking shit's insane, but you can never... It's hard to find that movie, and it might be the best documentary ever made. But anyways. Okay, what was he going to say? Oh, yeah. It's not a community. It's a community.
Well, you understand the point I'm making.
What is this community? No, actually, neither I understand it nor you, and that's why we're delving into it. First of all, they're not a community. That's just a catchphrase. It's a buzzword.
No, it's an actual word.
And I'll tell you something else, that almost all the kids who are undergoing surgical intervention, the clinical literature is absolutely clear on this.
Yeah, he's never read it. Whatever the clinical literature is, he's never... I can guarantee this guy is not... This guy is not a reader.
If he has read the clinic, then it's insane to put that much research into opposing something.
Especially something.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, especially something like that.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, in the meantime, especially while you're going around going, I swear to God, the last guy on the planet still swearing climate change isn't real. It's Jordan Peterson. But dude,
really, he says climate change isn't real.
Yep.
Maybe you should check out Lake Mead.
Dude, they're gonna
dead bodies.
Dude, they're gonna find Jimmy Hoffa
They're
pretty
washing,
soon, dude.
They're just washing up like fucking crazy. It really makes
and
me.
they're from like the 50s.
It really, because whenever I moved out here, I was just like, why buy bottled water? Now I'm like, God, I'm glad that.
They're gonna find like 3 corpses of people that they're gonna find like 3 corpses of people that Joe Pesci played in a movie at some point.
If I want to get one of those sandwiches, I like.
Oh yeah, hey man, here's my new catchphrase. You know how Sam has
I make broken people laugh.
I make broken people laugh.
Yeah.
Here's mine. It's better to die a legend than to diarrhea.
You're gonna say that as your sign off when you leave.
Remember,
when you get off stage now.
It's better to die a legend than diarrhea. Although diarrhea is pretty dope. You know, a good diarrhea.
And if that doesn't
good shit
work,
spill feels good.
I don't know. It always
Makes me feel powerful.
Well, I always get that weird, like, terrible bulgy feeling right here. You know, before I get Rhea. If the Legend diarrhea doesn't work, try Legend diorama.
That's a good name for a horror movie.
And then if that doesn't work, try Legend Diet Cheese, which is a vegan cheese.
I'd rather die a legend than Diet Coke.
That's not bad.